Hey guys, it's KJ for you, and welcome to our brand new Let's Play for Rimworld. Okay, this is going to be Season 3, and the reason we're doing a Season 3 is because the Alpha 9 update has just dropped. This is going to be Part 1, and I'm going to go over some of the update notes with you. Feel free to go to the official site and check out the dev blog for the full list of update notes, but I'm going to go over some of the major things that I'm excited about, and you know, I'm not going to go through the whole thing just because I want to get to playing. So let's talk about this really quick. The major thing they've added here is alcohol. They've added hops growing, beer brewing, beer drinking, and inebriated thoughts and ability impacts. Sounds pretty cool, right? They've added a special binge mental break and added hangovers. So we're going to be able to brew beer. It looks like beer is going to temporarily improve moods, but then, like, when the hangovers and stuff start, you know, there could be some problems with that, with moods and stuff. You know, whenever someone's drinking an entire night, the next morning they're not usually in the best of moods. But I'm gonna have fun playing with that either way. It's gonna be funny. They've also added tails and art. There are now 3 tiers of sculptures: small, large, and grand. Grand sculptures are 2x2 cells. I don't know too much about sculptures. I've never used them before, but I imagine they improve moods because the area looks better. So I'm assuming that's going to make people happier. They've done something with age. They've always had age in the game, but now age is going to mean a lot more, apparently. Old characters now appear at a low but regular rate, so you won't get old people as much, but you will get them. They've also added personal shields. These things are basically one-person shields, and they block a certain amount of damage from range attacks and also prevent shooting out. So basically, you can't use them if you have a gun. They're basically just for melee fighters, so that's pretty cool. They've also added deterioration. Items left outside for a very long time will deteriorate and eventually crumble away. So no more having stockpiles of, you know, with your guns and armor and stuff just laying around outside. So enough with that update talk. Let's get started, man. I'm really quite excited here. Let's create a world. I don't really care about the seed. We'll just hit this a bunch of times. Random seed. Let's make the size bigger because why not? And generate. Oh God, no. No. Is there a way to... let's change the seed. I don't like that one. We will make it bigger though. Generate. Alright, that's looking a lot better. We will save and finish that, and now we're going to go to a new colony. We do have to start over. I kind of feel like I was doing okay in my last Let's Play, but a bunch of people told me I was going to get my ass handed to me as time went on, so I'm going to leave everything the way it was last time with Rough. Alright, so, and we're going to stick with Cassandra Classic, because I like the name Cassandra. Why do I have 2 places here? I don't know. Okay, so this one's the one I made today, so we can X this one out. Are my save files able to carry over? Yeah, whatever. I'm going to start a new game anyway. I always start new games either way. I play a lot of early access games with a lot of updates, and every update I've ever played, you usually have to start a new game. So I'm just going to start a new game now anyway. Today's the 19th, so I know this is the place where I started. Alright, so let's see. Where do we want to start here? I definitely want to start in mountains. I love digging into the side of cliff faces. Anyone who's watched my Let's Plays for a long time knows that. Can I scroll around on this map, or... Mode, biomes, elevation. No, we'll leave that alone. Okay, so I don't think I can scroll around this map, so we're going to kind of just click wherever. Alright, let's see what we got here. Average temperature of 58 degrees. It goes from 36 to 79. You know, that's pretty good. I wouldn't need much in the way of heating or any kind of like temperature control, but I kind of want to deal with temperature control, and I'm thinking cold might be better. So let's go north a little bit. Here we go. This is looking a little better. Average temperature is 42. It goes from 69 to 15. I like that. I like that. Temperate forest, mountains, slate, limestone, and granite. Seems good to me. Let's select that tile. Okay, so this is going to take me a while. Now, a lot of people will just kind of deal with what they got. I'm not going to do that. I can't do it. I'm too much of a perfectionist. I'm kind of a min-maxer, although I can't min-max in this game because I don't know it well enough, but that's my goal. So I'm going to try and see the best I can get here, but I'm going to pause it because this could take a while. So I'll be back once I've got a nice 3 people here. Okay, here we are. And I actually have to restart the game because I tried to load in the game without pausing Fraps, and whenever I try to do that, Fraps crashes for some reason. So I did have to start in a slightly different area. I had to pick where I wanted to start. It's a slightly different area, but it's pretty much the same thing. It's about the same temperature, same kind of material, same mountain ranges and stuff. But yeah, so I went through and I picked 3 guys here. Let's see right here. The only thing is these guys I think might be a little old. Not sure if they die. I haven't heard anything about them dying, but they did say age matters, so you know, maybe they will die from old age. We'll find out. So anyway, this guy will be my research guy. He's also good at shooting and good at social. Really solid guy right there. He's going to be able to be my warden. He's going to be able to shoot people down. He's going to be able to research. Not bad. He's also got some little medicine there. You know, stuff here. And the rest of his stuff ain't bad. So right here we have construction, grower, miner with good shooting skill. I mean, this guy is just fantastic. And then this guy is going to be my cook and medic, along with, you know, a decent shooting skill, and also will be a good miner. This is actually a really good setup right here. I haven't looked at any of their backstory or traits or anything. I'm not going to really worry about that. You know, whatever. It is what it is. I'll just take what I can. The only thing about them that sucks is they're old. That might be the trade-off for having good colonists, the fact that they're old. Oh, you know what? Now that I said that, I kind of remember reading something about them saying old colonists will have better skills. That's why these guys have better skills, because they're older. I'm thinking maybe I should pick younger colonists and let them level up, but I don't know. Do they die? I'm assuming they die, but I just don't know when or how, if they die of old age. We're gonna go with these guys, and if they die of old age, then I'll know. I have not read anything about them dying of old age, but it would make sense that they would, especially considering that the older they are, they start with such good stats. But I'm not gonna worry about that now. Let's start the game. Okay, so here we are. For those of you who aren't aware what this game is a top-down strategy type game where you crash land on a planet and you got to kind of build up your base and protect yourself against attacks, and you'll see how the game plays out. If you're not sure what this game is, stick around and watch it. I think you're really going to like it. It's a really, really awesome game. So right here we're crash landing on a planet, and we got a bunch of debris here. Those little X's mean that we won't pick them up. They're marked forbidden. We'll take care of that in a little bit. We're just going to look around. And yep, I see exactly what I'm gonna do here. This is actually a pretty nice setup. So let's start the game and see what happens when my guys crash. Okay, so we got 3 guys here. Let's see what 3 people. We got Pan. Okay, so we got a new thing here, a new little bar here called neutral. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. Let's look at the eye. I'm not gonna go through all these stats. That'll take forever. I'm gonna look at their stats. Pan is a female human colonist. Now, this person's name is Pan, and it's a female, so you know what? It's got to be Pam. It's got to be Pam. I can't not name this Pam. So let's go ahead and Pam. There you go. You will henceforth be known as Pam. Okay, so let's look at another person. We got Samantha, another chick. Oh, are they all chicks? I didn't even look at that. Let's go to character. Alright, so we got a chick here, a female human colonist. Let me take a second and think of who I want to name this after. Nope, I don't have to think. I'm going to name it after my wife. There you go. Autumn. Okay. And last but not least, we got Layla. Character. Oh, okay. So we got a male here. So let me think. Okay, I'm gonna name this person after a commenter on my last video who gave me a lot of really good tips. Warstar. What's up, Warstar? Thanks for the tips, dude. I'm going to actually write down the tips he gave me because they were really good tips. I'm just not going to do it for this video because this is like an Alpha 9 update video, and I got lots of other stuff to talk about in between. So, all right. So the first thing we're going to need here is some. All right, we're going to need some zones. Oh, the UI is a little different. It's pretty cool. All right, we're going to need some zones here. Let's just make a little stockpile zone. Oh, look, it tells you the numbers of the zone. That's pretty cool. All right, so we got a little stockpile zone there. We will double click. If you double click on one item, it'll automatically highlight every item in the area of the same type. So double click on all the medicine and press F, so they will be sorted. We have to have people pick up the guns. So let's see who we got here. Who's good? Who's the best shooter? Let's find the best shooter. Oh, Autumn's the best shooter. Okay. That's not good. I don't want my wife to die because I'll probably be sending her into battle, but we'll have her equip the Enfield. Let's see who we got here. That is the best melee character. Shooting, melee. Oh, they're both pretty... Warstaw, shooting, melee. Okay, so Warstaw's the best melee. Well, Warstaw's the best melee, but he's also better. He's also better at guns. Maybe we want Pam to level up with guns though. Don't forget, as characters use their items, they will level up with them. So we'll have Pam grab the pistol and Warstaw grab the knife. Then we're gonna highlight all of the steel and unforbid it. Then we're gonna highlight all the silver, unforbid it. Then we're gonna highlight all the food, unforbid it. Highlight all the wood, unforbid it. And get to work, guys. Alright, so it's giving me little tips over here. They want me to build some rooms. No problem. I will definitely do that. Just trying to decide where. So let's go to structure and let's go ahead and build ourselves some wood walls. And we're going to build 5x6 rooms because that's the rooms that they seem to like. So what we're going to do is we can start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go. Move this up like that. Alright, let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, now, gotta move this down one more. I has miscounted. Cancel this. Okay. Go ahead and make some more of these. Gonna need 3 rooms. Wall. There we go. Oh, the thing's in the way. Okay, let's delete that stockpile that it's in the way. Stockpile deletes. Stockpile, make it up here. A 6x6, that'll be fine. Okay, so what we're also going to do is we're going to give them some orders to cut down some trees. Okay, and let's have them do some of that. One thing that I usually do is I give my guys too many orders, and I end up like, you know, they end up not doing what I want them to do because, well, not that they don't do what I want them to do. They don't get to what I want them to do. They don't get to what's important because I gave them too many orders. So we're going to put in some regular doors here. Door. No, not a door there. Cancel that. Right. Door. Then we're going to go to structure. And we're going to build the walls along the top part. And this like that. And that should be the rooms. Let me just double check just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. All right, let them do that. Then what we're going to do is we are going to make ourselves some wooden beds. So they have a place to sleep. And now we have to start thinking about 2 other things. We have to start thinking about food and power. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a zone. We're going to set up some growing zones. And I'm trying to think of where I might be attacked from. I think if I'm going to get attacked, it's probably going to be from down here. So I'm going to set up some growing zones over here. And we will make a 6x6. And then we will make a... Trying to decide if I want... Okay, so the one growing zone is going to be for potatoes. Alright, I'm not going to make another growing zone for food just yet, but I'm thinking I want to make one for other items. Like, we can have... Exriglium. I don't think I have any of that. I'm not sure if you can do... I'm not sure what that's for. I think that's for healing or something. Anyway, what I was thinking was cotton. Because I want to have a place where I can get cotton, because then you can get cloth and use cloth later on. Or not really that much later on either, but you need cloth. So I will make another growing zone much smaller. like a 4x4, and that will be cotton. There we go. Now we have to look at our overview right here. We're going to go to manual priorities. That's where I like to roll. We put everyone number 1 on firefighting and patient, always, and repairing. So that way if there's fires to be fought, it's number 1 priority. If someone's hurt, they need to act as a patient and go lay in a bed somewhere and get better. And if there's repairing, that's also number 1. Repairing's not as important, but I'm going to leave it up for number 1 for now. We also need a doctor. I think Pam is our doctor. So that will be 1 as well. We're going to need a warden, and I think Autumn is going to be our warden. Okay, that's good. Very good. Okay, so we're not gonna need a cook just yet, or a hunter. Everyone should be doing construction. I don't know why people don't have construction on, but everyone should be doing construction. Growing. Who's my grower? 6. Okay, here we go. War Star is my grower. That's gonna be number 2. Everyone should be mining if they need to. I'll put mining and plant cutting down to number 3. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty good. So, well, actually, maybe that should be number 2. We'll leave it at 3 for Wildstar because I want him to grow before anything. But I will put it at 2 for everyone else, and along with the mining. Oh no, that doesn't work. We'll leave those all at 3. What we're gonna do is put construction down to 2. There we go. So what they'll do is they'll construct, and if there's nothing to construct, it should be number 3. Yeah, if there's nothing to construct, then they will go mining or plant cutting, unless they have to do one of their major jobs. Basically, anytime you see a green one, that's their major jobs. So these should be pretty set up now. All right, so let's have at it. The other thing we have to do is worry about power. We got a geothermal generator right there, a geothermal thing right there, which is a steam geyser. That's what I meant to say. We build a geothermal generator on top of the steam geyser. That's going to be really, really good. But we're not going to get that for a little while, so let's go to power. And what's a power switch? Switches power on or off. Interesting. That's new. We could make a wind turbine or a solar generator. Solar generator's the way I want to go right now. And let's just put this over here. And then we'll make a couple batteries. Well, let's build the structure for the batteries first. Oh man, I was counting and I didn't need to count the whole time when I was making those rooms. Duh. Oh, I can't believe I was doing that. I was counting, and I didn't really need to. I know you guys probably left comments about that because you're funny, but what are you going to do? All right, so we'll cancel that, and we'll put a wooden door in there. Actually, let's start using automatic doors. They're faster if they're powered. And then we'll make a couple batteries. And then we'll put some power conduits going to the batteries. Okay, you guys got a lot of work to do. Get to it. Number 1 priorities for them to finish their bedrooms. They're eating. They're not gonna be happy they're eating on the ground, but that's okay. They'll get over it. All right, please tell me you're gonna make this first. This is important, but this is more important. Hey, Pam, why don't you finish that bed? Very good. And why don't you finish the wall? Autumn, finish the wall. Alright, Pam's already working on it. Okay. Alright, so we're doing good. Let's take a look at... Toggle the beauty display. Oh, there's a beauty display. Okay, so this beauty display is really interesting. This used to be a hidden thing in the world that shows, like, how beautiful things are. You can see right there, those are -1s. I guess they don't like stone. Then you got +2s, which, you know, grass is nice, I guess. I guess they like trees. Yeah, wow. And it gives you the total for the area when they're standing on it. Like, this will be a 1.1. I'm not sure why that's a 1.1. It must be just be an average or something, but they don't like this steel slag chunk. Wow, that beauty display is really cool. I like that. What's the keystroke for that? There isn't one. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Okay. Now they have a place to sleep. Alright, so let's go for orders, and let's we're gonna set up a place for them to haul the rocks to. They're gonna be hauling rocks. Like I said, I hope I don't get attacked from up here. I don't think I will, but there's no guarantees. So what I'm gonna do is I need a place for the rocks, which are gonna be dumping stockpiles, and I'm going to put them right here. Just right across here. Leave a little opening right there. Maybe we should make it a bigger opening. Zone. Delete. Yeah, let's make it a bigger opening. Dumping stockpile. We'll make it a 2-spot opening. And there you go. Now we click on these, and what we want to do is we want these. We're going to clear all, which is going to make it so the stockpiles will not get anything. And then we're going to go to chunks, and we're going to have chunks only in these stockpiles. And there's 2 reasons for that. Number 1, the chunks will add a bonus to defense when I have guys behind them shooting, which is really cool. This is like going to be a last layer of defense. I'll have walls over here and all kinds of defenses around, but this is going to be like a last layer of defense, and it's going to be a pretty effective one. The second reason we want to keep it just for chunks is because we don't want corpses in these stockpiles. If you leave the stockpiles alone, they will load corpses into the stockpiles. You don't want corpses around, because if you guys see corpses, they'll get all upset. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a dumping stockpile over here. And this will be specifically for corpses. Humanoid corpses only. We don't care about animal corpses. Do not bother your guys. As a matter of fact, you eat the animals. So I'd imagine like seeing animal corpses would be nice. You know, it's like, wow, we're gonna eat today. So yeah, just no animal corpses. We could put mechanoid corpses over there as well. Allow buried corpses. I'm not sure what that means. We're gonna leave that alone for now. All right, get to work, guys. It's morning. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is need a place for them to eat. And I'm thinking I might start digging into the mountain at this point. So let's come over here and give them some orders to mine. A 3-lane hallway, that'll work. And that's going to, the first thing I'm going to, well, you know what, maybe I should build somewhere to eat out here. Yeah, I'm going to build somewhere to eat out here. That mine's going to take too long to dig out. So let's give him a spot to eat out here. Actually, before we do anything, let's put down the items. So basically, your first thing you're going to be eating with is going to be a nutrient paste dispenser. And it sounds about as good as it probably tastes about as good as it sounds. They don't like it, but it's better than eating off the ground and eating crap. Basically, what the nutrient paste dispenser will do is it'll allow you to turn your crops into something more nutritious, which will give you more out of them. All right, so let's go to structure and finish the wall. Let's see how we want to do this. I want to leave some room to expand that battery area. That should be good. Alright, then we'll put a wooden cancel here. Put a wooden door there. Automatic wooden door. Automatic wooden doors need power, and they open up quicker than regular doors, allow your guys to walk through them quicker. But the thing is, if they're not powered, they open slower. But they will still open. And one last thing, let's furnish that next video. We're going to wait for that for next video. So, because we're coming up to the end here. So, Alpha 9 sounds really awesome, and I'm really excited about getting into it. And that's going to be it for part 1. We'll see you next time for part 2. Till then, take it easy.